Hi, I'm Bob Fields. I am the Director of Industry Relations here at AE Ventures, and so my role is talking to home builders and multifamily companies about attending our events. And as we get started here, we do like to cover a little history. Tech Home Builder has been around since 2001. John Galante, our president and founder, likes to say he was there helping pour the foundation of technology being used in new home construction and multifamily development. We also are very focused. Our mission is to drive extraordinary progress on home technology for new home builders and multifamily companies. That's all we do. We're not trying to be all things to all people. As we get into the Tech Home Builder, of course we talk about all the product categories included in Tech Home Product Taxonomy that you see here on the right-hand side of the screen. This is especially important to keep in front of us as it is constantly evolving. Products now include electrical and lighting, along with HVAC, smart water, smart kitchen, and outdoor living. All products that are ripe for inclusion in new homes at scale because they have delivered on their promise, proven their reliability, and home buyers expect them in their new home. Now, we also think it's very important to think about technology on a room-by-room basis. What technologies can you use outdoors, indoors, in the master bedroom, or in the kids' playroom? Now, when we're at Tech Home Builder, we also talk about the Tech Home Collaboration Process Continuum. Whew, that's a lot of words, but there's a lot of things that you need to do in order to successfully implement a technology project. Every builder is swung and missed on implementing technology, and even worse, every manufacturer is swung and missed on giving you all the tools and material and collateral and assets you may need in order to successfully implement that technology project. Of course, this all starts with your strategic intent. Do you just want to do the basics and check off the boxes to say you're doing technology? Or do you actually want to use tech as a strategic differentiator and value driver? Once you decided what you want to do, you need to take off your home builder cap and put on your retailer cap. Now you really need to think about what is your merchandising, marketing, and your sales plan. We need to make sure everybody's included in this. This isn't just a one-person operation. And so we've all heard the horror stories about the salesperson who never sold the technology. Why? Because they didn't even know it was available to sell. Or number two, and worse, they sold it, but the person who was responsible for the implementation or the integration didn't know how to do it, and they messed up the job. So we need to make sure that you're also incorporating your technology on your design and your production plans in order to make sure you have that great integration. All too often, we see that technology is being installed in an aftermarket type way in a new home construction. That's just crazy. And now the Housing Transformation Summit, where the Tech Home Builder Summit was about the products and services that you put into the home that ultimately the home buyer will use to improve their lives. The Housing Transformation Summit is about the products and services that you can put into your business or into building better homes. It's all wrapped around this theme of how do we compete and how do we take market share. Now, for the most part, that's how do we take market share away from used homes. In a typical year, new home builders only have between 8 to 12% market share of all the homes sold, and the rest of it goes to the used home market. Now, we recognize we're in an interesting time right now where we've scared everybody to stay home, and new home builders are actually selling between 40 and 45% market share, maybe even more in some markets, but this is something we have never seen before and we may never see again. All that being said, you need to be prepared to capture market share no matter who you're competing against. Now, the Housing Transformation Summit is covered in 3 tracks or 3 different session types, if you will. First is digital solutions. This is about all of those digital technologies that you can implement into your business in order to attract more buyers into the top of the funnel, take them through the buyer journey, digital design, all of those technologies that help improve the efficiencies of your business. And this would be important to digital strategists, marketing, or salespeople, or other executives who are responsible for those digital strategies. Next, we have finishes and personalization. These are about all the things you can offer to the home buyer, often late in the production cycle, that they can choose to personalize their home so they really feel like it's their home and not the same as the house next door. That's great to make the home buyer feel good, But ultimately, this is about you and the importance of an options program, because if you have a good one, you can make up to 30% more profit per home, which is a critical business operation. This is an important track for designers, purchasers, salespeople, or other executives who are involved in creating those options programs. And finally, we have structures and systems. This one's really cool. This is about everything behind the walls. All of the things that you can do to make the home more efficient, more sustainable, more healthy. How do you build a home faster, more efficiently, or more profitably? Only way a used home can compete against this is if you tear it down and start all over again. So let me tell you about your experience at the event. I don't like to say it's intense, but you are there to work. It's 48 hours over 3 days, 2:45 on Monday, 2:45 on Wednesday. You will attend 6 general sessions, which are really high-level strategic discussions led by experts and other home builders like yourself. I really like these because there's opportunities for questions and answers, and it oftentimes gets into the good, the bad, the ugly as well. Once you leave a general session, you're going to break up into groups of 10 to 15 other like builders, and you're going to attend 8 35-minute boardrooms. These are classroom-style presentations by our sponsors, and absolutely they're going to tell you about their products and services, but where we were strategic in the general session, they are really going to get tactical in the implementation of these products and services. You could attend up to 18 one-on-one meetings with the sponsors. They're only 15 minutes long. They go by really quickly. Before you attend the event, you're going to fill out a profile. So the sponsors are going to study that profile, and they're going to have a specific conversation with you about those challenges and opportunities. Now, because you agree to stick to that schedule, and we do expect you to stick to that schedule, this is where we have our hosted offer, where we pay for the registration, the airfare, the hotel, all the food and drink on site. Now, we also have a time well spent guarantee that if you don't feel like your time was well spent, we'll contribute up to $500 of the charity of your choice. We can't give you your money back because you didn't pay anything. I'm also happy to report in the more than a year that I've been here and over a year that this has been available, nobody has asked us to pay that $500. And in fact, we came out of 2022 with a 4.6 out of 5 guest star rating, so we must be doing something right. And so here's the schedule at a glance for what you'll be doing over those 3 days. And I'm going to send you a separate multi-page document that describes all of the general sessions across all of the tracks so you can see what's happening there. But you can only do one track. Now you're going to want to do all of those things, but you don't have to feel like you're missing out for 2 reasons. Number one, all of the sponsors are going to be there so you can see them at their exhibit area. And number 2, within a couple of weeks of the event, all of the general session videos are going to be available on builderinnovator.com. If you haven't been to builderinnovator.com yet, I recommend you go over there and you can actually start watching videos from the previous events to really see the value of what we deliver live. We have several opportunities to have some fun while we're there. We have the connections reception, and then we also have an after-hours experience. These are all great things that I highly recommend that you attend because this is really an opportunity for you to relax, unwind, and really get to know the other attendees. In addition to this one slide, we're going to send you a spreadsheet of all the confirmed and pending guests, which is actually going to be sortable by company name and title. So this way here, you can see who you may want to meet with before you get out there as well. And of course, we have to tell you about a few of the great things that people tell us about attending the event. Here are some of the recent sponsors in all of the categories or tracks when you're taking a look at that information, but I will also send you a spreadsheet that contains all of the confirmed and pending sponsors and see who's going to be there. That's our program. I appreciate you making it through this far. We'd really love to talk to you about attending. You can either click on the link to fill out the guest application, or you can just give me a call directly at the information in my email.